Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about financial planners and if you do or don't need one. TLDR, you most likely do. Not to be rude, that's just how it is. But I know you've got a lot of financial questions, and everyone's got an answer. So let's get into this, right? So financial planners can really cut through, the noise, and they can provide expert money advice that's tailored specifically to your needs. So a financial planner is going to guide you in meeting your current financial needs and short-term, long-term goals. Right? That this really is going to mean that they're going to look at your financial situation. They're going to try and understand what you want to do with your money, what you want your money to do for you. Right? That includes what you want it to do for you this week, next year, 5 years, 10 years, however far you're looking into the future, and they're going to help you make a plan to get there. Right? So they're going to help you, reduce your spending, pay off debt, save, invest for the future, and financial professionals like, these planners, stuff like that. They're kind of like doctors, right? Because some are so specialized in defined areas, like taxes or managing investments, or certified financial planners called CFPs. They're they're general practitioners offering advice on everything from budgeting and investing to insurance, retirement planning, you name it. They got their finger in it. They know what's going on. So, do you actually need a financial planner? Well, that really comes down to like your financial situation. Like, how complex or simple is it, right? The more complex your situation is, the more likely you're going to benefit from it. Even a simple, situation where you have a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, but if you're still struggling with debt and stuff like that, a financial planner might be able to help get you on the right track, right? So if your financials are simple, you might not need it, but it's still, if you're still struggling with certain things, it can still give you, a good objective perspective on what you need to be doing, how you should be, making decisions about investing your money, what your priorities should be, or if something really big happens, like you inherited a bunch of money or a house, or maybe you're getting married or divorced or stuff like that. So we're going to talk about the different types of financial planners, right? So the type of financial planner is really going to depend on your needs, and about where you are in life, and your budget, right? So we're going to talk about a few different kinds, right? The first one we're going to talk about, it's going to be robo-advisors, right? So if you're just starting out, a robo-advisor might be all you need, right? It automatically, the automation of these things has enabled like normal, like big firms that I'm sure you've heard of, like Vanguard and Fidelity, as well as certain online companies like I'm sure like one of the big ones is Wealthfront. They lower the price of portfolio management drastically with robo advisors, right? So these companies are ideal if you need investment management, right? But not like a whole host of like, sit down and do financial planning, right? Because robo advisors build and manage a portfolio of low cost investments suited to your specific goals for a very small fee. Most of the big companies charge like 0.25% or less of your account balance, right? And normally, like the way that investment is set up, it's a mix that's determined by a computer. It's automatically adjusted like on like a need as needed basis, and you can usually start with like $500, maybe a little bit less depending on the company. But that low cost is an easy entry point for robo advisors because it reduces barriers to working towards your goals, right? And that's a big deal because you want to because avoiding the market can starve your retirement, right? The longer you take to invest, the worse off you're going to be, right? So you can start with a robo advisor, and later on you can go to a human advisor if you want one, right? The next type we're going to be talking about is a normal in-person financial planner that you would go and meet with, right? So for those with complicated or like ongoing planning needs, like a normal in-person financial planner is probably going to be the better fit, right? A CFP, a certified financial planner, can provide the one-on-one advice for most situations, right? And the official CFP designation indicates that a provider has gone through a rigorous formal training, testing process. I mean, they know what they're doing. They went to school for this, right? Like they know what's up. So a fee-only CFP typically charges by the hour. Think like 100 to 500, right? Or they might charge like by the task. Like for doing a specific task, it might be like a flat $100 fee, $500 fee, $1,000 fee, like whatever it's going to be for the task. Some might charge based on the size of your portfolio managing, right? That would be an assets under management fee. You know, 0.5 to 1% of your portfolio balance per year. The initial consultation to discuss your needs and services is usually free, right? But before you enter into a relationship with this individual, you should ask that person you're considering, ask them if they're a fiduciary, right? Which basically means they're obligated to put the client's best interests first. They're putting you first, your goals first, right? So the next one we're going to talk about is online financial planning services, right? And there's so many out there that combine computer-driven portfolio manage with access to a real person, a real financial planner. In many cases, you'll get a dedicated financial planner and a comprehensive financial plan. But you'll meet with that advisor, say like over the phone or like a video conference call rather than in person, right? Online planning services like that they typically charge more than a robo-advisor, but less than what we talked about previously was going down and sitting down with someone in person. Examples of that would be like a personal capital and stuff like that. There's a lot of them out there, but I don't know too many people personally who use those type of companies. Um, the next thing we're going to talk about is you need a financial advisor or a financial planner. So the biggest difference between financial advisors and financial planners is that a financial advisor is a generic term that includes all advisors, right? And a financial planner offers like an all-around financial guidance that usually holds a specific credential, like a CFP, right? A certified financial planner. That being said, there's no rule preventing someone from calling themselves a financial planner without having a credential, which is why it's important to understand what certifications or licenses that a financial professional holds before you work with them, right? So, working with a financial planner, um, online financial planners like robo-advisors or online planning services, they often offer virtual tours or demos, and even the chance to try out their platform before you sign up. With an online planning service, you may be able to meet with a dedicated financial planner before you sign on. An initial meeting might go like it's like a first date, right? You want to get to know each other, see if you work well together. You got the same kind of mindset as what you want to do. Take that opportunity to find out everything you can, right? Including how much to pay, how much like how will the financial plan be presented, how often you're going to be communicating with each other. You know, um, when you work with a CFP or an online planning service, you're going to begin with a review of where you stand, right? You'll be asked about your goals. Where are your short-term and long-term financial priorities? Your current financial picture. How much money comes in and goes out? What do you own? What do you owe? Your risk tolerance, right? These series of questions about how queasy stock market gyrations make you, like how up or down, like can you handle volatility in the stock market? Like that informs how much of your portfolio should be in stocks versus other investments like bonds, which are really safe. All right, so you can expect any financial planner to be in fairly regular contact with you. Through the form that contact will take will be a little bit different, right? Robo advisors typically send regular emails and account prompts, while online planning services and traditional planners will meet with you throughout the year, maybe once a month, once every 3 months, however it's going to be, right? And you should update your planner with any changes to your financial situation, right? So, you just need to decide, are you going to do a robo-advisor, an in-person advisor, like where you go and sit down with somebody, or are you going to do like an online advisor that's a real person that you meet with? You know, any which way you go, I would say most likely starting with one of these people, especially if, you don't know how to make a plan, you keep procrastinating making a plan to get rid of your debt and stuff like that. You really should, it'll be the easiest, quickest way for you to have like a reality check of how much you don't know about what you need to be doing. Um, I would say give it a try for, like 3 to 6 months and see if you like it or not. Like at the bare minimum. I mean, unless you just feel like it's not worth your time at all, then I would say at least try to do some research into managing your money yourself. But they can make it a lot easier on you, right? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I want to see you guys back here for the next video. Hopefully you guys will go down and comment about what you like, what you didn't like. Let me know what's going on with you guys. Do you like robo-advisors, in-person advisors, online advisors? I'm curious about what you guys think. Go ahead and like this video, and until I see y'all in the next video, y'all be safe.